Hey guys, so I think this video needs a little bit of an intro. So I have decided to kick off a comp prep series. I think the last couple of weeks have shown me that it was really helpful to look back and reflect on some of my other footage from my last prep, just to compare how I'm going this time versus last time and see if there's any like health markers or any things that I was feeling at X amount of weeks out that I might be sort of feeling now or earlier or later, and comparing it to. So what I'm going to do is start up a new comp prep series for my show, which we're aiming for the Arnolds UK show on the 1st of October here in the UK. So it's the first Arnolds event in the UK, so that will be an exciting one up in Birmingham. But yeah, this video here will detail around 8 weeks out. I'll give you a bit of backstory of sort of how I'm going, how it's been going so far, and what the plan is moving forward. But yeah, I hope you like the vlog, and please keep watching. Good morning, guys. Excuse the washing in the background. It is Monday and it is 4:45 right now. I am just finishing off my pre-workout meal, and then I'll be heading down to the gym. I think it's Mondays are usually my upper body day with a smidge of glutes in there. So that's what it will be today. But I figured I would start to show you a little bit more of my daily routine, or what's going on during my prep, since I am 8 weeks. I've been 8 weeks out on last Friday. So it's now August 9th. So yeah, I thought I would film a little bit more because I found that last time it really helped to have the videos to go look back on when I was noticing progress or any comments I made or feedback based on how I'm feeling now versus my last prep. So documenting for me, documenting to share. But yeah, I thought I would just pick up the camera and get on with it. So I am having this morning some cream of rice and some Oxy Shred in rainbow candy, which that flavor is my fave, and a bit of a coffee, and then I will get stuck into it. I think this week might be a little bit different from my usual, just because I might have to go into the office for work tomorrow, but we'll see how that plays out. And hey, I'll bring you along for the journey and show you how different that day will be for me versus my usual. But yeah, so welcome back to another prep series. Hey guys, so I don't know if you can hear me, but let's see how it goes. Just finished my session, and wow, am I grateful for the days that actually feel good. I think yesterday was a struggle, and the last 2 days before that, so Friday and Saturday, my sessions felt tough. I think my body was just worn down, and I just was really tired during my sessions, and it was a real struggle to push through. But today felt a lot better after just a good night's sleep and just resting yesterday. So very grateful for that. But it is now time to settle in for about 30 minutes of steady state cardio on the treadmill. So I got my incline on about 11 and 12. Keep my heart rate up between 120, 140 beats per minute. But yeah, 30 minutes is nothing. So I usually just put on YouTube or catch up on Instagram or emails or whatnot. But yeah, it tends to go pretty quickly, and I'm grateful it's only 30 minutes. So settling into that. I'll catch you later. Can you see I get it, Ben? Can you get it? Can you see I do, Ben? Can you get it? Can you see I get it, Ben? Can you get it? Can you see I can, Ben? Can you get it? Can you see I get it, Ben? Can you get it? Can you see I do, Ben? Can you get it? Can you see I get it, Ben? it's been very much a struggle in the sense that the first week we probably dropped quite a bit. Like we dropped a decent amount, but then it definitely stalled from there. And I think potentially it could be that my body is just, you know, fatigued from, you know, competing in those shows earlier this year, and I didn't give it really enough time to sort of bounce back, or at least as much time as I should have or I could have. So maybe that's one reason why it might be sort of slowing my progress now. But again, we don't know. Sometimes the body just takes a while to respond. Sometimes it just doesn't happen as we had expected. But yeah, so it has been a bit of a slog, and we've been dropping calories more and more to sort of see if we can get that spark, that change. And I think we did a drop last week that really did spark a bit more of a change, which was great. But now it's just sort of remaining stable again, and we do want to continue to see that drop because we're not exactly where we would hope we would be at this point. So we've dropped a little bit more in terms of calories, increased cardio a little bit more. So we've moved from 4 to 5 sessions of cardio in addition to my 5 training sessions. So yeah, we will see how that goes, and I think I'm just gonna take it day by day. I'm really enjoying it. It's not been easy. There's been days where obviously it's been a real struggle. Like there was 2 days last week that, like I mentioned it earlier, in the week, there was 2 days last week that I was just exhausted. Like my body was just not really wanting to work with me. My mind didn't want to go there in the workouts, but you know, you force it there because that's what we do. But I'm still really enjoying it. Like I still really look forward to going to the gym, really look forward to each of my sessions, really continue to push myself, and it's great to see that. It's just a shame that the results aren't really showing through yet, but I guess all in good time, and you know, it is what it is. It's not always going to be smooth sailing, and it's when it's challenging is where it shows you how much, you know, how tough you can be, how much you can continue to push yourself and push through that. So yeah, I think, to be honest, I had quite a frank conversation with my coach today where we were just like, look, we know we're not where we're wanting to be or where we hope we'll be at. What do we want to do? Do we want to look at other shows, other options? Do we want to continue to aim for this one? Or almost is it worth us pushing it back until next year? So yeah, I think that's where we're at right now. I don't know whether we'll have all the answers within the next day or so. Maybe, you know, we'll see how we go in the next couple of weeks, but it doesn't mean I'll take my foot off the gas even if I do push a show back. And to be honest, I've been thinking about it for a while, in a sense that, like, if we need to, it may be an option that we may have to push back or pause or whatnot. But yeah, for me, I still give it my all, because I really enjoy it and I love the process. I love the process of pushing myself and ticking the boxes and getting everything done. So it would not, motivation is irrelevant for me. It's discipline, and I'm always really sort of motivated because I just kind of love this and I love the process. But nothing would change regardless of if the show date changed or not, so it's no different to me. But yeah, I think it will be interesting to see sort of what happens in the next couple of days, couple of weeks. But of course, obviously, I'm going to document it so that will be good, and I'll keep you updated if things change, and obviously those weeks out change. But yeah, I mentioned that this week I would be in the office for a day, and today was that day, so it definitely throws off my schedule. I think now, what time is it now? It's 6:30 in the evening, and on my usual day for me, I'd be in bed in like an hour. But I work quite far from where I live, so it just means that I have to change up my schedule. And so this morning I had to switch it up, and usually Thursdays are my non-training days, so that didn't change much, but I did get up and do cardio first thing, got that out of the way, then headed into the office. It was really funny, we had a team lunch, and we ended up going to the Copper Club, which was really nice. It was a really nice venue, but I sat there and just had a coffee, which was kind of different for them, but that's fine. It was fine for me. I had my meals packed, so I didn't mind just waiting. It just meant that I ate my second meal, my lunch, quite late in the day, quite far after my first one, but that's But yeah, now I'm on my way home. Probably won't get home until about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then I'll try and have a bath, since when I'm doing HIIT, we're noticing that I'm holding a lot more inflammation in my legs than usual. So that's just like at that, because it's throwing up the scales again, so it doesn't really give us an accurate reflection of what's going on. But yeah, then I'll try and head straight to bed, because I'm up again tomorrow at 3:45 for my usual routine. Back on a training day, back working from home. So, see how it goes. That's just a little update from me. Yeah. Not exactly where we're at. Not hating it, but not loving it either. So, see how we go. Morning guys, it is Friday, the 13th of August, and we are essentially 7 weeks out. And I say potentially because you mentioned in my last clip that we make the shows just to give ourselves a little bit more room, because things are not going as hoped. And this morning, to be completely transparent, was really, I guess, not enough sleep, fatigued, dropped calories, and just I feel like I really struggled through it, and I did really struggle through it. Definitely had to drop the weights back, definitely had to really dial in that my muscle connection, because I could not feel things. Really disappointed, really frustrated, a couple of tears, but whatever, it is what it is. Like, I'll always be transparent, and as much as I love the journey and I love the grind, there are days that are really tough, and today was one of them. So as much as I want to go back upstairs and have a nap, I need to finish my extra session of cardio that we popped in, and I need to then get ready for a day of work. So we get on with the morning, but when we're out there is prepping and it's getting tough, keep digging. You have everything you need already inside you, just keep pushing. I'll tell myself that right now, and I've been telling myself that all morning, because we can do hard things. It just requires us to try a little harder. So here I am, trying a little harder, showing up, and just being real. But with that said, I'm getting out of breath, and I have 30 minutes of cardio to do. So, check in with you guys later. I should probably take this glass off because you can't see me. But it is later on Friday, so I recorded a clip this morning from the treadmill. That was a tough session. There was struggles, a few tears, lots of deep breaths, and just psyching myself up to like push myself through. But we got there. But it's just funny when you post session, in the session it felt hard, and I was like, just man up, get through it. But we did. It's not like we threw in the towel. But yeah, it's just funny to reflect on it and look back at it later on in the day. But we have since made a few changes. So what is happening is, told my coach that it was a tougher session, and I was just kind of feeling flat, and so he popped me on a high carb day today, which was great. And then from tomorrow, what we'll do is I'll actually jump into a meal plan, and I have never been on a meal plan before, so it'll be interesting. But to be fair, the meal plan is almost exactly mirroring what I eat anyway. The only change is that I won't be having cream of rice for my pre-workout. It will be rice and chicken, and that's pretty much it. To be fair, I eat the same food every single day anyway. But what we're finding is, potentially, because my weight has actually stayed quite stable since we started cutting. I mean, we've dropped here and there, but not enough. And so what we're finding is that potentially if we reduce the variables, like having to digest different types of foods, and I mean, it's not that I was having a major amounts of different types of foods, but just if we can reduce what we can and make it like stock standard, eating the same stuff for pretty much every meal, chicken and rice and vegetables, then hopefully I can start to respond and reduce maybe any digestive issues and just like start to see some changes. With that, we've also dropped calories, so we'll see how we go. Hoping that I can just sort of, my body just kicks into gear, because I'm doing it all, putting in the effort, giving it my all. Like, it's not like I take my foot off the gas or I'm like, oh, I feel crap, so I'm gonna have a light session. I still push myself. So hopefully it's just one of those things where like it takes your body a little while to catch up. But yeah, that's an update from me. This afternoon, well, in about 10-20 minutes, I'm gonna head to a sports massage. I think in one of my other videos, I think the day in the life on the bank holiday weekend, I had a clip of where I went to the sports massage as well, and we're working on my shoulder, which is still pretty much I think it's just one of those consistent issues that we continue to work on, and it gets better, but it sort of was really niggly this week, where I could feel how I have a bit of, I feel like it's almost this shoulder, my left shoulder is a little bit more internally rotated. We pinpointed that the long-headed biceps was sort of pulling the whole rotator cuff in, which meant I couldn't really flare my left lat properly, which is why I was having so many issues. And so we kind of work on it each time to sort of bring it out. I also hold a bit of tension up in that left tricep, which kind of pulls everything forward and doesn't allow it to sort of sit back and down and in place. So this week I really sort of felt it a lot more. Was really struggling with my back pose and was struggling a little bit in my upper body workouts. So we'll see if we can work on that a little bit and just sort of work on my body in general. I think we kind of always use the sessions to work on just my shoulder, but I kind of want a little bit of, you know, relief for the rest of my body since it's been beaten up a little bit, but we'll see how we go. And yeah, tomorrow is a bit of a full body blast day. Saturdays are usually a bit of like glutes, legs and upper body, so I do like that. It's one of my favorite sessions. And then yeah, I think this weekend I'm just gonna chill. I think yesterday going to the office really wiped me out. Long traveling, overstimulation of the office, change of environment and whatnot, so I'm just gonna chill, get some stuff done, get some work done, work on some side projects and things that I've been sort of putting off for a while, continue on with the course that I'm doing, and hopefully read a bit. But yeah, hopefully it's some nice weather. I can go for a nice walk in the sun. It is meant to be summer, but London summer is not delivering. So we'll see how we go. But that's kind of it for me. Kind of boring, but just what I need, how I like it. It's not real different from anything else I usually do. But yeah, so it's just an update from me. Hey guys, so it is Sunday here, and that concludes 8 weeks out, I would say. I mean, it did conclude it on like Friday, but whatever. So I guess this week probably didn't go as expected. I mean, the last couple of weeks haven't gone as expected, as you've noticed. But I would say it was a little bit more up and down than I thought, just in terms of like energy and everything. But that's to be expected. I mean, you can't really expect it to be sort of smooth sailing and high energy all the time. But yeah, it was an interesting one with going to the office, being sort of thrown in there midweek, and everything. I think on Friday, that kind of definitely fed into the whole low energy portion of things, just with the overstimulation, extra stress of traveling here and there and everywhere, especially because my commute is so long. But yeah, I think all in all, it was good. I had quite a few like long chats with my coach about sort of what we might do, and we're just going to see how we go. We made a few changes, and as you saw, jumped on a meal plan and whatnot. So we'll see how we go over the next couple of weeks. I didn't really get to film as much in terms of like my training or even like my meals, which will kind of be stock standard now. But let me know in the comment section or on Instagram what you guys want to see. in the next upcoming videos, I will try and maybe make them weekly. I can't promise that, because I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm just boring as hell and it's the same thing all the time. But also sometimes just life gets in the way and I just get sort of really stuck into it. Like during my sessions, I don't pick up the camera to film. I just head down, get it done. But if that's what you want to see, I can definitely pick up the camera a little bit more and continue to sort of vlog a little and capture a little bit of that. So let me know. But another week down, another week to go. I'm just getting things ready. So I'm currently doing an online course, so I'm just gonna put some time away now and do a bit of that online course, have a couple more meals and wind down for the day. I did do my HIIT cardio session this morning, so I will try and take a bath later with some Epsom salts, because we're finding that my legs are holding a lot more inflammation when I do HIIT cardio on the bike, which is normal. So see if I can combat that. And I've actually been enjoying baths, even though it's a process. It's not as quick as a shower. It takes a while to fill up, then you gotta sit in there, and I'm just a fidgeter, but whatever. Put on a show, sit in there, shut up and get it done. Can't complain. But that's kind of it from me. I think this weekend was a really good one. I went for a walk today with my boyfriend just around, and the sun was out and it was really warm, so that was really nice. I think it makes a lot of difference when the weather is quite nice out. So hopefully that stays around, since it is supposed to be our summer here, but we'll see. And that's kind of it from me. So again, let me know what it is you want to see, if you like this style of video or not, and what you might want to see in the upcoming videos for this comp prep series. And I'll try and definitely bring you along for the journey, weekly, maybe fortnightly. We'll see how we go. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon, guys.